With plans for huge matches revealed and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Touching on the WWE status of Lance Anoa'i, who signed with the promotion last summer, Sean Ross Sapp said this on the Fightful Select Q&A podcast. He's had a couple of setbacks. He got injured very early after getting signed last year and was planned to be sidelined pretty well into 2025. However, based on what we heard, he sustained another injury after that and was still injured this summer. Just very unfortunate luck that has prevented him from appearing. When it comes to plans for a feud between factions in WWE, Ringside News wrote that the WYATT Six have been on a roll since winning the WWE Tag Team titles, and now it appears the company has a huge feud planned for them. According to Bodyslam.net, WWE has been planning a feud between the WYATT Six and MFT for a while, and now are expected to begin a feud in the near future. At first, there was no clear timeline for when the rivalry would begin, but it was expected to happen soon. Friday's revealed confirmed that WWE's creative team has officially started the next big faction war on SmackDown. During last week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown, WWE showed a tease of the feud when a member of the WYATT Six was seen watching MFT. Therefore, it's now clear that the two will be feuding over the next few weeks. Giving his thoughts on the WWE deal with ESPN, Seth Rollins told ESPN's Get Up, "The fact that we're here teaming up with ESPN, it's like my two favorite things in the world, sports and WWE coming together. It's huge for us as an industry. Professional wrestling has been a part of Americana for many years with different iterations. And as we start to dip our toe further into the mainstream and really integrate ourselves into the mainstream, this is a huge step for us legitimizing what we do as artists, as athletes. For me personally, to be part of the ESPN family is huge. I'm looking forward to this partnership and everything that it brings." Former WWE star Kaden Carter, now going by Lacey Lane, said this about her future in pro wrestling, telling Busted Open Radio, "Okay, so I know people will probably look down at me for saying this, but I could give a because whatever, I want to work. I think AEW is my speed, because, you know, those girls can go. I love the way that they work. They don't bring the BS, they bring the fists, and you know me, I'm a girl that's down to fight. I love that, so I see myself there definitely. And just because, like I said, I've worked with a lot of people from Mexico there, like a lot of people who mentored me. My mentors there, a lot of people who would bring great support system to me, I feel like, versus where I feel like I didn't have much. It was like me and Casey fighting the world over there. And again, the girls are great over there, but it's not the same that I've connected with people who are over in that business. Even TNA, I would go there because some of the girls there, I know that bust their ass, and they're trying to put the division on notice as well, and I'm for it. I just want to be a part of a legacy." Despite rumors of Chris Jericho possibly returning to WWE after his AEW deal expires this year, Fightful Select reported that WWE sources spoken to said that Chris Jericho's name hasn't come up whatsoever around the creative process, so if conversations have happened regarding him internally, it wasn't in that department. There are certainly talent who have been speculating about his potential return, and higher-ups say that Jericho remains on good terms with WWE. One source in the company called the situation far too early to tell, because WWE doesn't seem sure what Jericho's status will be in the coming months. In some unfortunate news, WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus took to Instagram to mourn the loss of her mother, writing, "My mama is gone. I don't even know how to write this. She passed last week and I haven't been able to find the words. It's as if writing the words makes it more real that my best friend, my safe place, my go-to, the one who was there for every single moment of my life, showing up for me in ways that no one else ever could, for every milestone, every heartbreak, every joy, is gone. She was always there and now she won't be. You've all seen her by my side, cheering me on from the crowd, along for my travels, exceeding expectations as a nana, practically a second mom to my children. My kids only know a life where their nana was always there. Explaining to them that she won't be there anymore was one of the hardest things I've had to do. She fought through so many battles in her life with a strength that amazed me, and even in her hardest days, she was still thinking of everyone else first. That was my mama. Selfless, brave, and full of love. My heart feels broken in a way I can't describe. Life will never feel the same. I can't imagine my world without her. Not being able to pick up the phone to hear her voice, her advice, her laugh. People have told me time will heal, but right now, it just feels like a piece of me will be missing forever and I will never feel whole again. My only solace is that I will carry her in everything I do, and mama, I promise your grandkids will never forget the incredible woman their nana was. Thank you for loving me so fiercely, for shaping me into who I am, and for showing me what it means to be resilient. You are literal fighting spirit, and damn it, I'm gonna miss you so much. F Cancer, Mama Stratus." Going over potential plans for WWE's upcoming event, Ringside News noted that WWE will be holding a premium live event called WRESTLEPALOOZA on September 20th, and it seems the company is already discussing some really big matches for the event now. According to PW Insider, the word making the rounds backstage at Monday Night Raw was that the planned main event matches for WWE WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis are John Cena vs. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes vs. Drew McIntyre. These bouts would feature some of WWE's biggest stars, setting the stage for the premium live event. As is always the case with WWE, the lineup remains fluid and is subject to change as the company continues to finalize creative plans leading into the premium live event on September 20th. As reported earlier, WrestlePalooza could end up airing on ESPN. Even JBL said the rumored John Cena vs. Brock Lesnar match could be the biggest deal in pro wrestling history. WrestlePalooza is shaping up to be a big event with matches like John Cena vs. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes vs. Drew McIntyre rumored for the card. If these matches happen, WWE could put on one of the biggest shows of the year, so we'll have to see what WWE does in the end. On Instagram, Hulk Hogan's daughter Brooke revealed she received calls from people that witnessed Hulk Hogan's final moments and how something did not sit right with them, saying, "I've 100% gotten legit calls from professionals, from police officers to nurses, that were supposedly with my dad on the day of his death, telling me I need to see body cam footage, and I need to get a hold of the 911 tapes because they supposedly contain information that could potentially shed enough light to change the narrative I, and everyone's been hearing." Those same professionals feel so passionately about what they witnessed. They have continued to contact me and push me to find specific answers to this very day. They are quite literally putting their careers at risk because they feel so compelled to do the right thing. The short of it is, it's all up to my dad's wife and I have zero control. I cannot do anything. My hands are tied, and I have no say in anything regarding my dad, even as his daughter. Those are the rules as I've been told. I do not have any information on if or when he is being cremated. Could have been right after he died. Could be tomorrow. I do not know. I've been told by my mother there will be an autopsy. I do not know who will be performing the autopsy. Any information I receive from an autopsy, if one happens, whether I believe it or not, I will be keeping private out of respect for my father. I do not have answers as to if the officials who have contacted me about what they witnessed relayed this information to the medical examiner's office, and if they did, I do not know why it wasn't taken into consideration. All body cam footage and 911 dispatch calls are not available via the Freedom of Information Act. It's all on lockdown. I do not know why. Do I question his general physician signing off on his death certificate given his background, which is available for anyone to see via a simple Google search? You can answer that one for yourself. I have to trust that my brother is doing his best to get answers. At the end of the day, answers would be great, but none of it brings my dad back, and my hands are tied. So please stop misquoting, speculating, and asking me if I know anything. I cannot get any information. I know you'd think I could being his blood, but I can't. We are already dealing with enough. I will not be talking about this mystery anymore. Following the news of WWE's deal with ESPN being announced, AEW has been affected, as Ringside News wrote that All Elite Wrestling may have just been quietly dropped by ESPN, and the timing couldn't be more suspicious. While AEW was once featured under ESPN's professional wrestling coverage alongside WWE, that's no longer the case. Anyone trying to access AEW section on ESPN.com now gets hit with a dead end. The link leads to a simple error message: page error. Go to the home page. There's no longer any direct page dedicated to AEW content on the site. Although archived AEW articles can still be found using ESPN's search function, the company's actual AEW coverage had already been scaled back significantly. For months, the AEW section had barely featured any new updates, with most of the latest pieces tied to February's Grand Slam Australia event. Aside from that, it's been mostly silence. The deletion of AEW's presence on ESPN comes after WWE announced its pay-per-view events would begin airing on ESPN platforms in the US, starting with WrestlePalooza on September 20th. WWE was able to leave Peacock earlier than expected after completing all requirements under their deal with NBC Universal, clearing the way for this ESPN move. This quiet reshuffle raises major questions. AEW's ESPN exit lines up almost too perfectly with WWE's new arrival, and while no formal announcement has been made, the writing might already be on the wall. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.